Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with a new episode of our show. We're watching The Challenge, season 41, Vets versus New Threats. And we're picking up right off from last episode. We didn't review last episode, so just quick thoughts on last episode. That elimination was bogus. They just should have saved it.
Also, I don't know what they thought they was like. Even if their plan worked, I don't know why they thought that Naya. Like, if you knew Naya went to the hospital, 9 times out of 10, you knew she might be DQ'd and medically unfit. So I don't know why would y'all try to basically wasted a plan and showed y'all cars for nothing.
But I don't understand the whole plan on production, the show side, because if you think I am um not well enough to perform in the challenge, then I'm definitely not well enough to perform at elimination. So it didn't make sense. Like, okay, you might be hurt, so no elimination, no challenge for you. Okay, then there should be no elimination for me. Like that goes hand in hand. So they should have just eliminated her before the elimination and then let them still do the um let somebody else be the final person, the final
But I guess they already
last couple.
I guess because then it would have had to switch to males if they would have eliminated Naya, and I guess their whole hangnail situation wouldn't. I don't know. I guess
Yeah,
they.
this was so stupid. They should just let, because especially because the challenge in that episode, one person, mostly because it was her ankle or her knee. I don't remember what exactly was messed up, but one person spent majority on the dock. She could have just did that part and been on the dock and let her Gabe go up the thing and jump in the hole and all that stuff. So I was like, if one person is doing gonna be solving the puzzle or whatever, she just do that part. It really didn't make sense because I would have said that. I was like, well, I can't do the challenge. Why would you think I could do the elimination?
Send me
And
home.
then when you just bring me to the elimination, they was playing. I'm assuming they must have already told them because there ain't no way you brought me to this elimination and saying, "Oh, you're disqualified." It's not a disqualification. Don't even try to put that on my record. I'm gonna sue you. Like it is not an elimination. I did not get eliminated. I was medically DQ'd,
Yeah.
which is exactly what it is, but they calling it
And now you got
elimination.
America, whose record is technically 1-0, even though she didn't do nothing. Because
I
they
was like,
were
why
like,
are they saying
America, you
this?
won this elimination. No, she didn't. There was no
Yeah, she did.
elimination.
She did win his elimination, so that was just crazy. And I mean, no, I don't think they should have did it that way. And the whole also addressed the whole Johnny Collins saying I am the challenge thing that everybody mentions in this episode as well. I like okay, people should not mention things like that, like I am the challenge, this show is about me, blah blah.
But
But he is talking to a bunch of rookies, and there are several people who are the challenge. And I'm not like, oh my gosh, Johnny Stan, but I'm not against Johnny either. So I can recognize that Johnny,
the face of
CT,
the
there are certain people
challenge.
that are the challenge.
Yeah.
Like so when
Without
he
Johnny,
said that,
man.
I didn't flinch at it. I mean, I ain't gonna say you make up the whole
I mean, that's not
challenge,
something
but
you say out loud, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, where's the lie?
yes, it's like, yeah, it's like, okay, I can't believe he said that, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, but is it true
All I'm saying,
though?
every time y'all get a confessional, y'all talk about Johnny. Johnny is a 7-time champ. Johnny is the greatest player that the challenge.
Yeah.
Johnny
And
knows.
so yeah, so I didn't understand that, like, a lot of the rookies, like, these are good rookies, mind you. I'm not speaking like against them because I actually think these are good rookies. They are not scared, and I do appreciate that, but let's be real. Let's be for real. Johnny and CT, it's like literally probably if you want to talk about like people that's like this is synonymous, the challenge synonymous with these names or Johnny, CT, Kara.
Well, we'll talk about some of these challenges because
Yeah, so I
they
just
they
don't
they not giving
think that
what
was
some
an
people want.
outrageous state. I think it was like Yeah, he's cocky. But at the same time, when you walked in here, I didn't need to introduce myself to you
You know who
because
I
you know you know who I am.
am.
So, like, because you know him because this is the challenge, and you know me because I'm always here. So, yeah, he's not the only person that is the challenge, but he is a very big part of it. And also, I rather that the rookies or anybody really, if they can't be for real, like 'cause sometimes you might not be able to be for real because you're trying to play a game, but just don't elaborate. So like if I am voting for somebody and obviously I I'm voting for you because you're against me or whatever, but you got to make don't give stupid reasons. Just I think you should stand up and be like, I'm voting for Cara Maria. I voted for Michaela, and then sit back down. But to get up and say, I'm voting for you, America, is for this is it has nothing to do with Johnny. It's because of you, America. It's because I'm give you a chance to prove yourself. As America, I'd be like, aren't you a rookie? What do you mean? What do you mean as a rookie telling me a rookie that I'm this is giving me a chance to prove myself? We are both at a score of zero. We both have nothing. So how can a rookie give me a chance to prove myself?
Yeah, I do think
What?
the rookies need to stop talking, and then I'm talking about you, Leo, because, sir,
Yeah,
what?
just get up, sit down. You don't have to elaborate. You know, because the elaboration is what makes it crazy.
Especially like with Leo, and then we'll get onto this episode. Like Leo talking about how, oh, we can't be rookies and letting the vets lead our nomination, and we always throw a rookie in and then vote for
Yeah.
a rookie. Like TJ said, you said all
Yeah.
that to do.
You don't have to say anything. The option is there, I'm assuming, not to say anything. Literally, generally, CT gets up and he believe because it don't affect him either way, generally. So he
Yeah.
get up and be like, I'm voting for this person. Okay. Sit
Or
back
he'll
down.
do I think it was it this episode or last episode? He was like, I'm doing this the plan, right, Olivia? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, like or
Who
something
said
like
that?
I think that was CT, or maybe that was yeah, I think that was CT. He was like, this is the plan, right, Olivia, or something like that. And she was like, shut up.
I don't remember it, but I know
I think it
a
was
lot of the
him,
time
but
CT don't.
yeah. But even
CT,
if it's just like or Leroy, how he'll just be like, I'm doing this for you guys, and then make a little jokey joke. But yeah, some of y'all just gotta hush up.
yeah, you don't have to give this is for this. No, like just give your thing up and sit down. You don't have to elaborate. Let them come to you later if they got a question about it. Why did you do that? I'll tell you in private or something, but you don't have to explain it to the group. This is vets versus blah blah blah. Yeah, Leo, you're not we'll get into that, but getting into this episode, we come back from the elimination that wasn't. And America now has 2 points for winning the being the person that stayed from the elimination. Gabe is going to be the hangnail, and so now for him, it's just trying to hope that somebody else is selected that people would prefer to be chosen. But throughout this episode, Gabe and other people are kind of like talking to Gabe about how like, it might just be better that you go in and, kind of like prove yourself and, go against and no matter how strong you are, you really shouldn't do that because you don't know what eliminations are. You don't know what could happen and what could send you home. So it's really unpredictable. And so that should never
Why would
have
I
been an
be the
option.
sacrificial lamb for you guys?
You said what?
Why would I be the sacrificial lamb for you guys? Like,
Exactly. Exactly.
but we get into the daily, which is our favorite or your favorite Sudoku. So this game is called a maze, where challengers race through a maze of shipping containers to find and complete a Sudoku puzzle. The closer puzzles to the maze, as it were, the hardest ones. With the puzzles decreasing in difficulty the further away they were. For the most part, everybody knew the gist of Sudokus. Uh, but yeah, and it was played in.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, for me it was all
I love
it
Sudoku.
uh,
I would have,
huh?
I love Sudoku,
As
so
soon as I saw it, like they was like easy, medium, hard. I was like, all of these hard, level extremely hard. I don't Sudoku. I just don't understand. My brain doesn't compute. So like, if I was in the challenge, I would have been extremely useless. Like, not, I would have been up there just putting stuff on the board. I really don't understand. But you know,
then it's like,
they did well. Not round, heat one. Everybody finished, which was great. And CT's partner, is it Adrian?
yeah, Adrian and CT, and
Adrian,
they came out
she
top.
really did well as well, and that helped them to get first place, CT and Adrian. But right behind them was who was that came right after them?
And Olivia,
Is that who?
Jeremy and Olivia.
Jeremy and Olivia. Okay, Jeremy and Olivia.
But I
So,
will say it was funny when Justin was like, "I've been failing math since I was in fourth grade," and that's crazy, sir. So,
but
I'm not a
I
math
was,
expert, but since fourth grade,
yeah.
and you went to college, you're a collegiate athlete, so it's like, sir.
But I knew, like, even CT generally does well in puzzles, and this girl did well in puzzle. But I was this whole episode, like at the beginning of the episode, anyways, they have gotten really better with the editing, I think, because they were showing people a lot at the beginning and the middle of the episode, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna go into elimination. And the editing, they've changed a little bit. I noticed that because I was like,
Told you they're
is
doing something different. Also, now they're doing a preview of the episode before the episode start.
yeah,
Like,
I don't know. It was like this is what's happening in this episode. And I
don't
was
tell
like,
me.
okay.
Talking about
Yeah,
a
they
challenge
did do that.
champ or challenge greats has to get their way out of elimination. Like, why would you tell me that? Like,
Yeah, that's why I saw that and I assumed because they
I
showed so
assumed it was
much of
CT and Adrian.
yeah, they showed so much of CT this episode and they kept doing confessionals and stuff. But then when it was Sudoku and I was like, CT's about to lose a puzzle? Like, you know what I mean? Like CT's gonna lose a puzzle challenge and come in very last in a puzzle challenge? That just didn't sound right. So when they was doing, I kept watching. I'm like, ain't no way CT about to lose a puzzle challenge. And then he didn't lose. And so I was, yeah, I mean, maybe they're trying to throw people, I don't know, but I don't need the preview beforehand. I don't need that.
Also, um, I will say it will go over this list. I do enjoy Michaela. However, there's a lot I think that she's doing that she doesn't have to do. Like,
Yeah.
there's some stuff I feel like she could have just said and it would have been okay. Like, I think she's holding too much to her chest. And like, but we'll get into that later. But speaking of
Yeah.
Michaela and Ben,
Yeah. I mean, no, I agree. Michaela, she really want to play this game. But like she mentioned that Gabe is an island this episode. I was like, she kind of also is an island.
yeah.
Like, yes, she is part of the vets, but she is not one of the most senior most vets. So she's still kind of in a league of her own. But yeah, so she needs to work on her game, her social game as well.
Yeah. So in the second heat, the top team was Ben and Michaela, and I forgot who came in second after them. I think uh, it wasn't Leroy. He came in third, I think. I forgot who came after Ben. Oh, it was Turbo and Sydney. And once again, we see that Sydney is full of delusion and that she thinks that she can do no wrong in this game. Like, she is cream la da creme of the challenge.
She's like, I don't know how to do Sudoku. Turbo don't know how to do Sudoku, but we're still top of the pack.
And then we also, like you alluded to earlier, the second heat, a lot of them didn't finish. Not Turbo, Theo, who was his partner? Was it America or D or whoever his partner was? They was like, not Turbo, Theo, I thought you was like this national
It
athlete.
was America. America was Theo's partner.
Yeah, and she's like, I thought you was this athlete, and you're gasping behind me. And I think Olivia even said it like last episode, like Theo is not performing like the Theo that came into the challenge. Like he's really gotten lazy.
Not lazy. Um, with the second like you said, a lot of people didn't finish, but how was the loser determined? Because it was determined by how close they were to finishing the puzzle.
Yeah, it was determined by how much they got in right, I believe. Because they all
Okay.
got DQ'd because of the time limit, but I think it depended on who had less mistakes. But because Johnny and
They
Leica,
took the stuff off the board. Okay, that's why I was like, nobody finished it. So, I mean, a lot of people didn't finish it. I was like, how did they get, well, so Johnny and Lekka are the losers of this challenge, so they came in last place. And so I was like, how did they get last place? A lot of people didn't finish, but okay, that answered it because they had wiped their board right before
yeah.
the time was over, which why would I do that?
Yeah. So get to the club, and then this is Ben and Michaela are the winners for this challenge. So they have the power to put up another team for elimination. We get to the club, and basically, Michaela says she wants to make a power move. But once the numbers, or once she started talking to people, she realized real quick, which is why I like Michaela, because she's analyzing the game and she's playing the long game, but she doesn't let Ben know what she knows. Because basically, in her confessional, she's like, "Yeah, it's no point in making this move because the numbers are already where they lie." So,
Yeah, because I when she was thinking about making her move, which I understand what she's doing. She's like, if we want to kind of break up that UK alliance, we do need to throw different type of people in. So sending Gabe in doesn't break up
necessarily
that
work for
UK
her.
alliance, but I can't say a name like she possibly was considering Theo. And it doesn't it doesn't help her to possibly say Theo's name if you people are not going to vote Theo, if it's not even a real consideration. I'm not going to say his name. So she kind of just gives up on it. It's like, being pick whoever you want, kind of, because no sweat off, my hands are clean because y'all picking Gabe anyway. So it's like, and then you all are talking about why we need to put vets in and we need to not just keep sending in rookies, but you are willing to throw in not throwing yeah, willing to throw in Gabe without even considering all the other options. But they're not thinking about I don't think at this point thinking about like the grand scheme of things. And I also think right now, um they think the Gabe would be the best option to beat Johnny because a lot of the rookies, especially and Team UK, have came in with that as their main goal to get out Johnny.
Right. But to that point, I just wish that, I mean, I guess because the partner switching plays a hand, but I feel like based off how the conversation went in this episode, it seemed like Ben and Michaela were somewhat aligned, but for her not to tell him like this is why I'm doing this or why I'm stepping away, I just thought it was kind of not weird, but it might come back to bite her because I don't know who in the house she's aligned with because it sounds like she's trying to like she said in the episode, cultivate the rookies and kind of, build those connections. But at the same time, it doesn't really look like she has any like strong alliance.
She doesn't. She doesn't have any strong alliance. I think she is a part of the
I mean, she's
who's
part of
that?
the bad alliance by default, but
Yeah, and I think she's more aligned with like Johnny and Aviv and them as opposed to Kara and UK. I think Kara, CT and them are like not on the UK side, but will more likely vote with them.
yeah.
It seems like a little bit. I don't know. A little, the vet alliance is a little fractured. They really need to tighten that up before they try to come for the UK people. They really need to have a vet only meeting and talk because the vets keep splitting their votes, and I'm like, y'all need to get on one accord, or it's not gonna work. And then these rookies might actually come out on top because the vets are fractured down the middle.
Well, the promo for next episode shows that at least somebody's having meetings. So after that, nothing else too much happens. We get to deliberation, and then the winning pair, which is Michaela and Ben, they end up nominating Derek C to go against excuse me, Derek C to go against the hangnail Gabe, essentially because Derek is the most protected male in the house. And once again, I don't know, again, Michaela is hit to what's going on in the house, which is why I love her confessionals, because basically she's like, a lot of the girls are, protecting Derek. And, it just shows a little weak mindedness in her book. But
Mm.
that was their strategy. They knew that nobody would vote for him, and that Gabe will still go in. So it's the less, it's the cleanest path without getting blown.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, she is hip to what's happening. Some stuff I don't, I wish she didn't say. I mean, I want to hear it as a person that want to hear the tea,
Yeah.
but I wish she didn't say it out loud so people wouldn't recognize, oh, you against me? Like when she spoke up against Olivia, it was like, yes, correct. Olivia is doing that. You're right, girl. You clocked it. But now Olivia know that you know and could possibly send people your way.
But one thing
So
I
I
would
was a
say about
little,
Michaela is no matter how vocal she is, she seems to, I will say she's one of the players who seems to back up. Like if she's gonna throw a shot, she'll just be like, "I threw it. It is what it is." And then
yeah.
so she's
But
not
that's good
afraid
and
to
bad. It's good because it's like, yeah, you can have people that could like, some people can intimidate certain people into not doing their plan and blah blah blah. She'll still do her plan, but also
it
it's
puts a
it's
target on her
like
back because now it's
you
like
said what?
it's a target on her back because it's like
Yeah,
you're not part of the hive mind. Like you're too independent. So
yeah.
we don't like that in the challenge.
So yeah, so it's like it's good and it's bad. So yeah, it's good and it's bad.
But we need more
It's
players
kind
like
of like
that.
Jordan a little bit, actually. Like in the sense of
That's
I'm
what
gonna do it
Corey thought he was
anyway.
doing when his rookie season.
You said what?
That's what Corey thought he was doing his rookie season. Just to run
Yeah, similar.
confusion.
Yeah, similar with Corey. Yeah, that was a mess.
This elimination is called Holding Back, where the offensive player has to deposit three tokens into three goals while clipped to a rope attached to a harness. The defensive player is behind a wall and can't see. They must figure out which rope the opponent is attached to and then kind of pull it to prevent them from running to the goal at the end of the track. The player who deposits their tokens the fastest stays in the game and lives to fight another day. And
I
I
I
thought
like
this,
this elimination. I thought it was cool.
it was
You didn't like
cool.
it?
I think the matchup kind of spoke for itself.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this elimination. It's just, you know, Johnny was great, and I think against most other competitors besides like big competitors that outweigh him,
Yeah.
he will win this. But in this instance,
You can't
Gabe
have a
is bigger
WWE
than him.
star and a football player.
Yeah, Gabe's bigger than him, younger than him, probably got more like energy to keep going, and they switch
Literally with
going from
football players
offense to
too.
defense.
They drag people across the field.
Yeah, so I like this even. Like some people probably would like bring up like age, but I don't think it has anything to do with age because I believe even when Johnny was that age, when he
Yeah.
first came on, he couldn't have beat Gabe because he significantly outweighs him and he's stronger like that than him. Johnny is super smart, so in certain instances, his brain could win despite brawn, but in this instance, like if he got the rope, there's nothing I can do. I'm trying my best. So, yeah. So overall, I think Johnny did well, but Gabe is stronger at holding him back, which put more time on his clock, and he is lighter than Gabe. So when he was behind the wall holding Gabe back, it didn't have as much effect because Gabe wasn't even really trying to switch. He was like, "No, I could just pull this." So, so it's like. It's
Yeah.
nothing good there. So
I will say
Johnny,
also Johnny
huh?
tried to do more strategy. Like he was trying to fake Gabe out to instead of just like
Yeah.
sprinting, like so
I mean, but it makes sense because that's all he can do. And Gabe is quick too. So even when he would like try to hurry up, Gabe would be there, and Gabe was quick at like hooking onto his rope and hurrying up and run. By the time Johnny got to the ropes, Gabe basically at the basket. So
hey, but even when
yeah.
Johnny got the ropes, Johnny Gabe pulled Johnny with him. So
Yeah. So Gabe won the elimination. Johnny went home, which is real like a super huge upset for some and a super huge victory for others because Johnny is very important to the game. As
yeah,
opposed like people are like he said he's a challenge and rub people the wrong way, but him leaving really affects both sides of this alliance.
yeah.
As opposed to some people, it don't if they left, it's not going to affect the game. But Johnny leaving really affects the game.
And that's
So when
what we're gonna
people,
see
when
next week. The promo already alluded to now some of these now that the UK alliance whole alliance was built on getting Johnny out, and now that he's gone,
yeah,
who's
so
y'all
you want to tell me I'm
targeting?
not as important as I think I am, but y'all don't know what to do if I'm not here. Y'all don't like if I'm not here. Like literally, when I leave, your game has to switch now. That's how important he is to this game, to your
Now
game.
that he's gone,
So
the biggest threat is Olivia. So
yeah, it's like if you Olivia save Johnny to the end, girl. Unless he coming directly for you, then maybe yeah.
and
So
that's
she
what
yeah, actually she needs to get him out. But
Michaela
but
said.
yeah,
If you keep somebody that the house hates, you always have an option of somebody to throw in.
yeah. So now you got a bunch of. Eventually, you're gonna have if the rookies keep going. Eventually, you're gonna have a bunch of rookies, and then you're just gonna have Olivia and Theo sitting there. Let's say it go how they want. You're just gonna have Olivia and Theo sitting there. Who do you? Olivia, it won't be me and my 10 rookies. It's gonna be you.
Exactly. So
So yeah,
we'll see how it goes. Right now, this season is looking like Olivia's to win.
yeah,
Uh,
she's doing great.
I would say right now the front runners are Olivia and Jeremy to win.
Oh, okay. I would say my front runners that I can see are Olivia and um I'm trying to think of a boy that I Justin actually. Do I think Justin? Justin is like a person that
I
people
can
are
see them
not
getting to the finals maybe, but I don't
I
see.
can see it. Just like people are not paying too much attention, but he is
Get
doing well.
attention
And
now.
so huh?
Get attention now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he can still, people still kind of not checking like they should, and that's the type of person that could just like get to the final and win because it's like you should have been paying attention to me from the beginning. But so yeah, I think Olivia and Justin are good contenders. But yeah, but I think it was a good episode. So we will see what's happening next.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we see that the rookies are having a meeting, and Anissa walked in on them. So talking about is this a all rookies meeting? So
And that's why the vets need to have a meeting. We need to get on one accord. Forget all this other stuff that's happening. Olivia has really
all
split
that
the
bananas is
vets.
gone. Olivia needs to come back to the vest and be like, "All right, guys, now we can play a game."
Yes, now let's play a game. So yeah, we'll see how it go. But yeah, but that is our thoughts and opinions on this episode of the Challenge 41. Please leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, and we will see you on our next video. Peace.